morning, Sed. It's Ian and Sed from Crest Migration, Ian from McLaughlins Lawyers.
Morning.
So here to provide another vlog about a relevant migration change. So Sed, tell us about how Queensland's new 491 small business pathway works.
Certainly, it is a great initiative, very competitive amongst the other states and territories. The Queensland initiative means that an applicant simply must buy a business for at least $100,000 in a regional location and operate that business for at least 6 months and employ at least one employee, a minimum 20 hours per week, who is not a family member. They're the state business requirements.
Okay. So how does that lead to permanent residence?
How it works is that the state nomination is the first stage. After they receive an invitation, they apply for the 491 visa, which is through the federal government. The interesting point is that Queensland does not allocate by points. As long as the applicant meets the minimum threshold of the pass mark of 65 points and meets the requirements for the small business pathway, they'll get an invitation. So after they have held that 491 visa and lived and worked and studied, if relevant, in a regional location and had a taxable income of $53,900 each year, they're eligible for permanent residence through the 191 visa.
Okay. What are the key requirements for this visa?
Key requirements are under 45, competent English, and a skill assessment in their nominated occupation. And that occupation is on the 491 occupation list. They're the key requirements.
So the business they purchase doesn't have to relate to their qualification?
Correct. It can be completely unrelated. Queensland government has advised that it could be a chef, for example, could operate a yoga business, completely unrelated to their occupation. And interestingly enough, the Queensland website does say one of the dot points about the explanation of the visa talks about business experience or business skills. They've advised me they're going to reword that dot point on the website because it simply means to have run a business, which is the $100,000 business, for 6 months. That's what that means.
Okay, great. So who do you see will take up this small business visa?
International students that have graduated from an Australian university or college would be the key people that can take advantage of this visa because the 485 postgraduate visa allows them to work for at least a year and a half. They obviously need to have a visa with work rights to allow them to operate that business. That's the key requirement. So it would be with funds from back home, possibly, to purchase that business would be a key pathway for permanent resident for international students, I think, among other groups as well, of course.
Yeah, great. Okay. Well, thank you, Sed. So anyone interested in pursuing this or wanting more information can contact Sed through Crest Migration or through McLaughlins Lawyers. Thank you, Sed.
Thank you, Ian.